Hey peeps, how's it going? What's the haps? Okay, so, um, that is so strange. Every single time I go live, that particular tarot reader goes live at the same time. He goes live a lot though, but I just find like every time I get on here, like within minutes, notifications for that pop up. That's weird. Just chilling out here, people. And oh my god. Okay, so like I love Chris Brown, but that I really don't like that Holy Blindfold, that weird ass song, that new song that he has. I do not like that song. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking with that, but it is strange as fuck to me. It's odd, but hey. He can pretty much sing anything. He could sing the motherfucking White Pages and make it sound good, so really doesn't matter. But he does have another new song that I do like, but got a bunch of Chris Brown haters in this bitch, apparently. Principles above personalities, folks. Learning to be objective is a very important skill. And that's why I love my job, because like I just get better at it as time goes on. Principles above personalities. I know some people would say, well, he has fucked up principles. That's not what I mean, bitch. I mean, I appreciate his music. Okay, I'm looking at the principle of it. I'm looking at the aspect of him that I appreciate as a human being. So shut the fuck up. Listen, if the universe wants someone gone, they will make sure they're gone. I'm telling you so. And if they're not, sometimes there's a reason, so. And I think the reason is the music brings joy for me. It makes me very happy. If I did not have, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, if I didn't have Chris Brown to listen to, like, yeah, that would, it's not like my life would be over, but my life just might be a little bit more dull, you know. So yeah, music is healing. It can provide a healing frequency. So yeah, and oftentimes chosen ones do tend to be very, they're said to be at times, like I think empaths especially, like more aggressive and can tend to be, you know, yeah, that's what I've heard. Just saying. Hmm. Yeah, it makes sense though. Because I've always been the voice of reason and the truth speaker, and that people have always had a problem with it, you know. It's always been a problem for people because people really don't want to hear the truth. A lot of times, you know, it's irritating and discomforting to somebody who's not awakened to hear about themselves. And that's what I've learned over time, is that unless it's like in therapy, which is different because it's like voluntary, but yeah, people don't want to hear about themselves. And I think that's what tripped me up so much over the years, is that I have been right about a lot of the things I've said. It's just that I've been brought to people who need to learn these things or need to understand these things. And so they tend to be unawakened or unhealthy or something like that. And so when you're around people like that, well, people with bad discernment aren't able to validate truth. You know what I mean? So I've had to discover truth within myself really authentically on my own, because most of the people around me don't want to hear the truth and haven't wanted to hear the truth, which is why I spend a lot of time by myself, because again, people they don't want to heal. And that has been the case a lot throughout my life, which is why it's kind of just like people cycle in and out at times, because they don't want to heal. And I don't want to be around a bunch of unhealed people that aren't willing to look at themselves. So it becomes this thing of like, okay, buddy, me or you, bitch. Okay, it's you. Bye-bye. Yeah, it's like always becomes that, because nobody actually wants to look at themselves. They all want to point the finger at me. Gee, well, if I'm so fucked up, why am I at peace? I mean, I'm extremely anxious. I'm having bad anxiety. I don't know why. But other than that, other than the fact that I'm having a hard time sitting still because my nervous system is so goddamn jacked up because of the complex post-traumatic stress. Other than that, which by the way was caused by other people, other than that, I'm doing good. So, HBU, bitch. But, you know, you can't force and drag people into the light, you know. Some people want to stay in the dark, so let them. But I think all of them are probably slowly starting to realize just how dumb certain decisions were. But anywho, that's their lesson, you know, not mine. But my absence is the teacher for many people, whether they want to admit it, look at it, or not. I make people think about shit. And, well, that's what I should be. Well, not should be doing, but that is what I do best. Yeah, I definitely think I'm about to move. I'm definitely about to move. I'm just like getting like nervous. Why would I put that in there? That was so dumb. Okay. I'm about to move because I'm tired of being paranoid. Definitely needed to move because I don't know why I'm paranoid about that now, but I am. God damn it, why did I put that in there? That was so stupid. Like, what? That was really dumb. Okay, so I'm still like paranoid, but not as much here because I'm in here. So it's kind of like they can't see anything. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I was smoking when the police were literally in the parking lot behind me. And the police officer came and threw something away right by my fucking car. Come on now. I'm pretty sure if they were concerned about it, they would have said something right then and there. It's kind of, I don't want to say that's why I did it. I did it because I just intuitively knew, you know. So, that really helps me a lot of the time. I can't even believe that. Oh my god. Yep, and the balcony jumping guy and that gal, I saw them back together, so balcony jumper is officially back in action, baby. He's been accepted back. Oh god, even after climbing the balcony and all. My god. Guy looked like he was wearing a toupee. Thinking, you cannot be that desperate. Yikes, dare I say. But my God, come on now. The guy looked like he had a patch of hair on the top of his head and was, I don't know, it was hard to see, but it looked like there was like, oh my God, it just looks like he was balding. And I was just like, and it was just like, oh. Oh my gosh. Hey Barbara, how's it going? Thanks again for your donation. Seriously, appreciate you. I'm getting by on that and a little bit of money I made. But my account was like -20, and so it was like kind of perfect because like without it I'd have $0. So thank you so much. I had to Google that. So does that mean like no problem then, basically? Because that's sort of what it seemed like. Like, oh, don't worry about it, or like, okay, okay. Love it. Love it. Also, if you do end up painting a picture or like painting this image right here, this whatever you call it, view right here, or any of the views from my lives, I would love to see it. So feel free to, you know, let me know, because that just sounds cool. Sounds amazing. You know, Barbara, I just had a really good idea. I just had a good idea, and I don't know what you would think about it. I don't know if I should say it here, just email you. I might just email you. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, that's so cool. Amazing. But I have an idea that I want to present to you, and I don't know if I don't think I want to do it on the live, so I probably just email you. I'll just think about it for a few more minutes and then decide when I'm gonna bring it up. Oh God, I hope. You know, I don't want to be smoking in my car, but it's like I don't have another option because I cannot smoke in my apartment, because if I get caught next time I'm gonna have to pay $150. So that would be super shitty and awkward, and I can't afford it. So I stay out here and I take the risk, but you know, I would still play dumb and say, well, I thought it was okay as long as blah 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 blah. Maybe I'm still young enough to wear. How long does that work till you're like 40? Oh God. I could just pretend I forgot my age too. then they might wonder if I have memory problems. I'm talking about, never mind. I just gotta stop talking about this because I don't want to make it a thing. Okay, so I am protected. 444 people. I am protected. That's confirmation. That weird, I don't know what that is in my car that makes that noise. But it's kind of weird. Yeah, so I feel much better being here, but now I just hotbox it because it's really just the safest thing to do. I'm sorry, but there is no other option. So, no other option, folks. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's just sometimes in life you just gotta. I just listen to my intuition. I moved. I was parked somewhere on the street where like the police kept driving by. So it's like I'm like I gotta move and hide to go hide in a spot where yeah. Also, I'm shocked at how many people go to bed so early. It's kind of wild. I couldn't do it. I don't. Are they popping pills to go to sleep? What's happening? I mean, I think I'll do a reading. Should I do a reading out here? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do like a collective reading. Yeah, I'll do a collective reading. I really should do a collective and a Cancer weekly reading. Maybe I'll try. But okay, yeah, I'll do a collective. Hmm. Today was pretty good though. How was your day, Barbara? I had a new client today. That was kind of nice. It's always interesting getting to know new people, learning about new things, and and I'm glad to help. And I also like virtual therapy because like then it's like you actually get to observe more about the person and how they like actually interact in their natural environment when you're not around. So it's like interesting because you get to see like how they interact with family members because some of them like today had like little niece or nephew on there, And like, so it's always just interesting to see because you can learn a lot about a person in that way too. So I actually really like it for that because it's like you really do get to see and learn more about the person and how they really truly are. So you can kind of like, I don't even want to say help them more, but kind of, because like if there's certain things, that I notice, or you can pick up on more things. Or sometimes you can just learn about people. Like, I learned that she definitely has pro social behavior. She has empathy. She knows how to set boundaries and be, like I learned a lot about how she interacts with others and also interacts with children. And also, I just learned a lot about her temperament and her, like who she is at the core because especially with kids around, I can tell if somebody's like, because I've had clients where I've heard them like yell at their, scream at their kid, and I'm like, oh my god, oof. And it's like, whoa, this is crazy. I don't know what to say to this. Those ones are awkward, but it's always refreshing to see, like, oh, thank God this person has empathy. They know how to interact with kids. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah, I actually have like a lot of clients that like they kind of their kids are kind of on the sessions or whatever, which is really cool actually to be able to see, you know. Again, how they interact. You can tell, I mean, my one client, it's like her baby's there. It's like, so I get to see literally how she parents. It's really, it's pretty cool to see. Yeah, I mean, really, it is. And then it's like you get to see their house sometimes because like some people will like some people are like, oh, I want to show you this, or I want to show you, or let me show you like my room, or let so some, like, yeah. So it's kind of, it makes it, I think, a more personal experience, which is actually, I think, more beneficial for therapy because you only see your therapist once a week typically. So it's like, I think it allows you to do more because you're able to kind of learn about the person quicker in a sense. Because also, like, they're in their home. So, like, as long as they're in a quiet space, you're going to make yourself more vulnerable when you're in your home because you're comfortable. So, like, there's a lot of benefits to it that I think. But then there's also a lot of things that are a pain in the ass, like people who will try and get on appointments while they're in the car. Or, oh my God, one time this lady tried to get on while she was mowing the lawn. Sorry. It was wild. I had to tell her to like stop mowing the lawn. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. See, I'm the same way, and I have a lot of clients who like will do that in their car, and I'll do it in my car sometimes for privacy. So, but when I say in the car, I mean like driving in the car with like multiple people in the car. You know what I mean? I don't mean just like one person sitting in the car. I mean they're like in a car full of people wanting to have a full-blown session, and I'm like, yeah, that's probably not gonna work. That's what I'm talking about. But trying to think. Yeah. But yeah, so there's been some interesting scenarios like that where I've had to be like, yeah. That's always stressful because it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I have to even tell you this, but okay. Yeah, I know. I know. And like, even like the people who have their kids on there, like it's not ideal, but it's like they don't really have another option. So like I'm not gonna just tell them like, can you like get rid of your kids? Can you like put your kids in the other room? You know. Um yeah. And I know people are busy, so I try to be lenient, with people as long as I think it'll still be beneficial to them, because if it won't. But yeah, a lot of people, they've got kids and they don't have anybody to watch them or whatever, so it's kind of like that's the only option. And like I said, it's kind of interesting because you just get to see people in their natural environment. And I just like keeping people company, listening, and of course, giving input. Telling peeps like it is. Right. Yeah, that's true. Definitely always information and it's just like that's why I like my job, because it's like you never know what kind of client you're gonna get next or what situation they're in, so it's just like always interesting because it's like, and then it's a challenge too, because like doing therapy oh my gosh, with someone's kids, if they got like multiple kids and they're kind of wild, you kind of gotta, but then sometimes like I incorporate the kids into the session. I've done that before too, where it's like, oh, like what are you doing, what do you like, what are you into, and like talk to their baby. That's happened a lot lately, actually. Like a lot. But yeah. Good times. I really do enjoy my job and look forward to it for the most part. Yeah, so I'll just do like a collective past, present, future right after this. It's about time, people. Past, present, future. I mean, I'll probably do for the upcoming week. But yeah. Yep, I have a feeling there's going to be some juicy messages. Yeah. So stay tuned. Stay motherfucking tuned, people. So there's this deck I use for like missing persons readings, or like if somebody, or like murder, stuff like that. And like I brought it to the car, and it's my Divine Feminine tarot deck. It's really pretty, but it's like I just can't get myself to use it. Otherwise, this is the deck that told me that Gabby Petito was dead, and that's when I started to realize that I was having weird other abilities showing up. Like, I saw an image of a forest in my head, before they found her, before they knew she was in that forest. And I thought I was just tripping, or just, just my imagination going wild or whatever. Nope, sure enough, they found her in a fucking forest. And I was like, holy shit, that's really wild. It's kind of creepy that I got like a vision of it in my head. It's kind of weird. But I wonder if Brian Laundrie went in the witness protection program. I've wondered that a lot. He had some family ties to the Poes, you know. So, I don't know. Kind of weird. Yeah. Yeah. When that happened, that was crazy. It was like, whoa, like, I don't know. And then when the cards told me that she was dead, because like Death and Justice Reverse came out, and I was like, oh shit. And yeah, she was dead. Brian Laundrie. Oh no, I did not do that. Hang on. Brian Laundrie had ties to law enforcement. His family had ties to law enforcement, the police. So it's like, I oftentimes wonder, because the parents were so fucking shady and didn't want to talk about anything and didn't want to say anything. And it's like, yeah, because you fucking freak shows are in on this sick shit and you are hiding information. They knew that he did something to Gabby. He knew that, or the parents knew that Gabby was dead. I'm sorry, but they did. Because Brian Laundrie, just like every abusive person, is a pussy. So, like, of course he went home and, like, cried to his enabling parents and told them, like, oh my gosh, I accidentally killed Gabby. I'm so sorry. And they probably said, oh my gosh, our poor son. And then they hid his dirty laundry, and somehow they're still free. Insane. And it's because they have ties to law enforcement. Their family has ties to law enforcement. So I think I wonder if that whole thing was a setup, the whole suicide thing. Like, wasn't real or something. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I do think the parents definitely know that information I just said. They definitely knew. Because, I mean, I can just tell you that based on what I know about how parents of abusers act, and they enable the shit out of their child who's abusive. The child who's abusive is never wrong, which is why they grew up to be abusive to begin with, because they were never held accountable. So the parents are not going to hold him accountable because that's how he turned out to be the motherfucking monster that he is that nobody fucking held his bitch ass accountable and said, no, sit the fuck down, little boy. It is important for parents to set boundaries and let it be known who is the, authority figure to be setting boundaries. Like, otherwise, you give a child too much power and too young, and it's like it kind of feeds their ego, and it's like it feeds a sense of entitlement instead of like teaching that, like, no, you can't, at 3 you can't just cuss people out, and like, I don't know, it's like boundaries are very important. So, because boundaries teach emotion regulation as well. you know. Yes, kids need structure. It's love, really. The other is weirdly transactional. Yeah. Ew. Yeah, the Gilgo Beach guy. That's who I'm saying ew about. Like, ugh. Whoa, that makes me sad. Happens a lot. Yeah. Yeah, that Gilgo Beach. That guy is so fucking weird. Excuse my language, but oh my god. So creepy. Ew. Like, how do you turn out that way? Ew. I can't imagine. I always try to perspective take, and I'm like, I just can't. Can't imagine doing that and then trying, like, going and just living my life. It's like I literally would hate myself. I don't, maybe they do hate themselves, or maybe they're psychopaths, is what I'm thinking, peeps. But I don't know. It's just like people are not healthy, and I just don't even know what to say about it. It's wild. It's just fucking wild. But I'm glad I'm starting to meet healthier peeps like you, Barbara, and other, Shannon. Good vibes. Wait, can't think what way? Barbara, sorry. Also, I feel like I say people's names way too much. I feel like I say people's names too much. But I think I say it just to, like, to be I think it's like, how do I explain this? Like, so people feel seen and heard, I guess, more. There. That's why. That's why I repeat, or like, that's why I'll say peeps' names so that they know that, like, yeah. Like, it's more validating sometimes. I don't know. But then sometimes maybe not, because, like, I hate hearing my name. And don't say my name in the chat, Barbara. Since you know it now. Like psychopaths. Oh. Yeah. Oh my God. I don't. Yeah. I don't know. I'm glad I wasn't born like that. That would really suck. I feel like things would get really boring, and ugh, I'm just so glad that my brain's not that broken. Let's just put it that way. Yeah. How is it out there where you're at, like, weather-wise and stuff, and, like, I don't know, I wish I could come out to Massachusetts again. Yeah, see, that's how I feel. That's so funny you say that, because I feel that way about my name too. It's like, like, I don't really care. I guess I feel kind, like, yeah, I feel kind of like indifferent, you know? I don't know. Yeah, I kind of feel like how you do. It's like, okay, yeah, they're necessary. They're like a tool, that people use to, like, label you so they know who you are, quote unquote, who you are. But I think humans are just obsessed with labels. What would they say if you said, I don't want to put anything on the birth certificate? Like, if you had a baby and you were just like, Yeah, no, I just don't want to put anything on it. I'm just gonna name them nothing. Like, would they allow that? I mean, they can't not. It's your baby. Like, oh no. Okay, you guys, just so you know, too, this is so random, but um, you can literally, if you have a baby, and you don't, okay, basically what I found out is like people already know this, that you can like drop a baby at a firehouse or a hospital after you give birth if you don't want the baby. But what you didn't maybe know is that you can do that literally for up to a year until the baby is a year old. So please do not be out here doing crazy shit. If you decide, you know, I don't know who I'm preaching to, but I just found that information out and I thought, oh my God, that would be like life saving for some people. It's like more people need to know that so that it might like take the pressure off some people and help them to be less stressed with parenting, but also make healthier decisions. I don't know. Maybe I've changed tomorrow, but not human now. That's good. Names are weird. I just realized that again. I love it. I read those in Indian don't name kids until 7. What? Wow. Sounds like they have much more respect for their children. No, I'm just saying it's interesting because it's like considering. It's kind of considering them, you know. But that's interesting to know. Yeah, people. So, like, right after this, right after I get off of here, I am 57:57. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm think. That's kind of the way I was thinking about it too. Exactly how you just put it. Is that like maybe if more people knew that, it would like help ease the psyche and the stress of like, oh shit, if I don't like take care of this baby, I'm fucked. And like it might lead some people to either, yeah, maybe take the baby to the hospital or the firehouse. But like you said, it might just ease some people's stress and depression and anxiety and just make it easier for them to move forward and work things out. Yeah. So let's spread the word. No, I'm just kidding. Totally kidding. But I'll definitely do a reading out here because I also hope those raccoons come back because they're really personable. Yeah, they look you straight in the eye. They look like they want to maybe attack you. I can't tell, so I keep my windows up. Yeah, but let's hope they come around here. They probably will. They always do. So I'm manifesting that I see a cute raccoon and that it's, doesn't have rabies and it's not thinking about biting me. Yeah. There we go. So maybe that will what's the word for it? Cancel out my manifestation because probably all raccoons have rabies. So I probably just unmanifested that because how am I going to get a raccoon without rabies? Oh man, okay. Well, bummer. I'll just keep my windows closed. So I don't get bit. Wait, why? Because, like, I talk to them at night when they're up there, and it's like, should I not do that? Because, like, will they attack me or something? Because I had to learn the hard way with wild turkeys. I had to learn the hard way when that motherfucker chased me to my car, then looked me dead in his eye. That fucking freak lifted his neck up above my window like we were in a scary movie, and I should have banged on the glass and took my power back, but I was scared. He was looking dead at me with that ugly eye. Oh, and if I would have opened that window, probably would have gotten pecked at. Probably would have pecked me. So I just sat there terrified. And then it walked away. Oh, no, that's right. I drove away. It scared the shit out of me. So I drove away. And I'm like, I hope your feet aren't in the way, bitch, because I am out of here. Move. And it moved. And it was like really scary. I had no clue they were aggressive, so I was chit-chatting away. I'm not a fan anymore. But I keep seeing these baby deer. I will post the shorts of the babies. They're really cute. And now I've made a whole new group of deer friends, and, you know, there's one that has a leg injury, and I feel really bad for it, but it knows me, so it doesn't really panic unless it's around the babies, and then the babies are real, like, you know, jumpy. So then it'll get startled, but yeah, the babies are really adorable. There's 2 babies. 2 baby deers. And then there's like a buck, you know, one with antlers, and I talked to that guy. He was just standing there munching on some leaves. I didn't even see him, and I walked up, and then there he was right in front of me. I was like, It was kind of hilarious, but I chatted with him for a while, and he just stood there. Yeah. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 of them back there. 5 or 6 of those cuties. Yep, and I talked to them, and hopefully they know me by now. I think they do, because the one with the leg injury just doesn't even move anymore. Poor baby. I don't want it to move. I don't want it to hurt its leg anymore. So I don't know what to do for that poor baby. Maybe I should kidnap the deer. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. See, I'm thinking about doing a deer kidnapping. I'm thinking about kidnapping the deer with the hurt leg and nurturing him back to life. Can you imagine that? A deer laying on my bed. People have done that before. Maybe I should steal the baby deer. Just one of the baby deers. Oh, man. Yeah, they're so cute. You're right. It does seem like it is their family. So you're saying I should kidnap the whole family then so I can keep them all together. That makes sense, Barbara. I'm just kidding. I think I'm going to just take all of them. I think I'm going to take all of them. I'm going to take the baby deers. Or maybe I should just take the baby deers, and then they'll be fine because they're together. You know, but the dad might attack me. I'm trying to move this so you can see the moon, but I don't know if you can see it from Do you see it through the... But yeah, I think I'll kidnap the whole deer family. Find a way to keep them all in my apartment. And hope I don't get in troubles. I figure as long as I'm not smoking weed in there, having a few deer stay over shouldn't be an issue. You know, it's a good compromise. Where will they go to the bathroom, though? Or maybe I'll just let them go on the balcony. See if the neighbors notice. Oh, man. That would be great. Well, nobody will notice if I just take one of the baby deers. I don't know how I'll capture it, though. And I don't want to scare the baby, so I think I'll just resort to staying friends with everybody and seeing if maybe they'll let me give them a hug or something. You know, that's kind of the aim. I would love to be able to pet the babies and give them kisses. Hopefully they don't have any diseases, but it's worth the risk. Anyway. Yes, the moon is full. Actually, I don't know when it is. Oh, wow, so it's a full moon in Aquarius. Oh, wow, so it's a full moon in Aquarius. And August 9th, 6, 7, 9, so 4 days. Yeah, you're right, Friday. Dang. Full moons in Aquarius, I don't know. They have proven to be powerful in the past, but we'll see. It's all about truth, you know. Full moon in Aquarius is all about truth, enlightenment. Aquarius is all about knowledge. They're an air sign, so communication. But, so it could be like exposing or highlighting truths or patterns of communication. Maybe things that need to come to light to help you to release whatever is preventing you from fully living in your truth. Those are potential themes of the Aquarius full moon. I'll definitely be doing a reading for the Aquarius full moon. On Friday, probably. Friday or Saturday. Probably Friday. Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot of truth illuminated, exposed. I thought it was in Capricorn too, but when I just Googled it, let me double check. Yeah, it's Aquarius. It's full moon in Aquarius. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so it says something. I tried to. Okay, so it says something. I tried to. Introspection, reflection, which I mean that makes sense because again, air sign, so it's all about like exposing truth, basically. But let me see. Oh, wow. So it says that basically says it encourages individuals to assess their role within groups, challenge limiting beliefs, and something else, but let's see. Yeah, it definitely looks like it's about authentic communication of the truth, especially in relation